Eat her. Hey, she hit that, bro. I gotta go to some young boy. Sorry.
Get
I
it
do.
ready. You get ready to YN music. What is your earliest traumatic memory? Like funny, haha, not funny, weird.
You know what's crazy? Me and my sister say that all the time, and people do not know where that's from. And it's from 2. Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Plus One Podcast. I am your host, Casey Brown, and today I am so happy to be here with someone that is a true dear friend, and her name is.
Layla Harding. I'm a risk and financial advisory consultant for a Big Four firm. I deal with extended enterprise and risk management, and I do contract compliance.
Those were a lot of words that I didn't know and that we're going to ask questions about.
Okay, cool.
Is there anything else that you would like to say about yourself?
I attended the illustrious University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff
Heard
and
that.
okay, and majored in industrial technology management and applied engineering.
Okay. So she's not going to say it. She's my line sister.
Yes, I am your
so,
line sister.
so that's another thing about her, too.
Hmm.
But we're going to be doing the show a little bit different today. We're only going to have the question segment on repeat and ask the host. I didn't have a meme prepared, so I didn't make her have one either. We'll just blame it on me. So you guys can enjoy a shorter episode for this one. Okay. First question. What inspired you to choose your major and attend an HBCU?
I decided to attend the HBCU because of the fact that, going into the corporate
Girl,
world,
I'm sorry, y'all.
it's my cat.
Yes.
Going into the corporate world, we're always going to be outnumbered. So I wanted to go to a place where I could be able to be around like-minded individuals that have the same experiences that
Mm-hmm.
I'm also having. Because, we have our whole life to be around white people. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But what about your major?
Yeah, so my major actually started off as computer science.
Mm-hmm.
I've been coding since I was in middle school. So, doing a curriculum at UAPB where I was just doing the same things I had been doing got a little boring. And so I talked to Laura Hildreth. Those of you who go to UAPB and are in STEM know exactly who I'm talking about. And she told me about the fact that she thought that the coursework would be a little more challenging. So then I talked to Dr. Colin and, weighed my options, and I
Mm-hmm.
ended up deciding to switch to ITME.
And you still finished on time.
Still finished on time. But the curriculums are very similar.
Okay.
And, I was able to use, my computer science classes as electives.
Oh,
So,
that's even better.
yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask you that only because most people don't, make it out on time, especially with challenges and stuff like that, and being online too. So
Mm-hmm.
I know you had a lot going on.
Yeah.
What did that? How did that help you in your journey of finding what you wanted to do?
How did balancing everything help me?
Yeah, like having to, change and be able to adapt.
Oh, yeah. It
How did that
always.
make you feel?
Oh, for sure. It was very stressful, but it definitely taught me that things are gonna change all the time. And you can't really be prepared for everything because I'm one of those people that I freaking love preparation. I
Mm-hmm.
plan everything out all the time. It just shows that even though you have a plan, life happens. Shit happens sometimes. So yeah.
Okay. So, what is a typical day for you like now in the corporate world, and
Mm.
how is it different from your college
Oh my gosh,
experience?
girl, because in corporate, or no, in college, I was sleeping till 12. I'd have a 9 o'clock class. I'd be like, I know what's going on. I'm not gonna go today. I don't feel like it. And it's not like in corporate, it's just like very much like there's a lot more structure.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have set times that I have to wake up, set times I have to do everything, and set time to take my meal. Sometimes I work in the office, sometimes I don't. So like I could tell you, on a day where I'm working from home, I wake up at 6:30, shower, brush my teeth, like do my makeup, fix my hair, all that fun stuff,
Just to stay in the house?
because I have to be on camera for some of my meetings.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay.
So like I'll get ready, I'll have a coffee, and then boom, I start working. Um, Usually, if I do take a lunch, it's around 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't even take a lunch, depending on how much work I have to do
Mm-hmm.
and how many people are like, oh, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. So sometimes I don't even take a lunch break, but like when I do, it's usually like at 11 o'clock until 12. And then I work for the rest of the day. And then like I'll relax after, like wind down by like reading or like watching TV or like anime. I like. But yeah,
Okay.
then like in person, it's basically the same thing except I get to walk out for lunch and talk to my coworkers in between. So
So, were there, oh, well, I already know the answer to this question.
hmm.
Were there any specific programs at your HBCU that had a significant impact on your journey?
Yes, Trio Student Support Services. The STEM Academy at UAPB
Mm-hmm.
most definitely helped. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated has helped. It's helping to this day with networking because there is a large network of AKAs within the company that I work for.
Mm,
So yeah, yeah,
it's
that's.
helping.
Oh, girl, I have like a whole group chat on Teams from other AKAs that are in the office in this office.
Okay. What challenges did you face as a recent graduate entering the engineering field, and how did you overcome them?
Hmm. One of the challenges was that although I will say that it may have prepared me a lot for life and like dealing with the politics of the corporate world, I felt unprepared
There we go.
um, in a few areas coming straight out of college, going into the work world, like or the corporate world. So like with Excel as an example, um, I didn't really do too much Excel in college, but that's like all I do basically now. So like I had to watch a ton of YouTube videos, looking at formulas, pivot tables, VLOOKUPs, XLOOKUPs, all of these things that I did not know how to do.
Mm.
So I had to spend like a lot of my free time because I can't really do that on the company's hours because it's not their fault that I don't know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do that, and then like I have this onboarding advisor that's assigned by my company, and we also have like a weekly check-in where we go through like new things that I can do on Excel.
Oh,
So yeah,
so they're like training you basically, or you're training yourself
yeah, I'm basically training myself with the help of my online boarding and my onboarding advisor. She is helping
a lot.
a lot.
Okay.
So yeah,
So mentorship is very important when
so
starting out.
so important.
Okay. Do you think where you are at right now is your passion, or have you found you do you think you found it where you're at right now, and why or why not? And then based on your answer, I'll ask you a different question.
Okay. I believe that you could have a passion for many things
Mm.
as you move throughout your life. I believe that this is something that I could be passionate about right now,
Mhm.
but I do know that later in life there are other things that I know for a fact I will be passionate about that are completely unrelated to my current career.
Mm.
So, like for example, in the future, I would love to be like a kindergarten teacher. That's not something that I desire to do at present, but I know that as I get older or like more towards retirement age, that's something that I want to pursue.
Mm.
Hmm.
So you want to go back and get your teaching license and stuff?
Hmm.
That would be so cute.
Yeah, girl, that is what I want to do.
So why didn't you plan on doing it like straight out of college?
Teachers do not make any money,
Mm.
which is so it's
It is
honestly a
bad to
disgrace.
say.
It's a disgrace. It's bad to say, and it's a disgrace. But teachers do not make any money. And it's like you're teaching, you're preparing people for these corporate jobs, these big jobs where they make tons of money and then you do not get paid enough. It's honestly terrible. It's a travesty.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel that your job or the other things that you're passionate about
Mm-hmm.
have affected your um, personal life?
Mm. My answer to that question is what personal life? um, so honest answer, I work a lot, and other people that I know, like they're entrepreneurs, like they have their own things going on, or they have a little more flexibility in their careers. So I'm like always working. I guess people want to go out and do stuff. It's like, oh well, I have to work. Or I'm working late.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that has impacted my personal life. But you just have to make sure that if you find yourself in a career that is a little more demanding, you just have to make sure that you make time for mental health. So like a wellness break, or like stretch, or read, or watch TV while you work, or bake after, just go to the gym, just whatever it is that will help you
Have you one
wind
thing,
down.
yeah,
Yeah.
that helps you relax?
Hmm?
Have one
Oh yeah,
thing,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
helps you relax.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, I don't know. Let me see if I have any other random questions to ask you.
Okay.
Guys, I really just thought this would be amazing to talk to her about because, I like, try to have all kinds of people on here, and Black women in STEM is very hip right now. Very.
The whole TikTok movement, women in
Yeah.
STEM.
So I think that you guys should know firsthand what the actual climate is like right now.
Mm,
So that
yeah.
way you know what you might be getting yourself into. Okay. So, mm, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Hmm.
I'm going to give you an exact number,
Mm.
7.
7 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
7 years from now, um, I really have to think about that. Well, I would hope to be married by then
Mm.
and have kids. I want to have a family by then. Um, I want to be at a good spot in my career, maybe like a senior manager, like somewhere on my way to partner, at my consulting firm. And hmm, yeah, just be content with life, be happy, own a home, all the things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably a little basic and boring, but I'm a simple girl.
You just mainly plan to be established in life.
Established in life, yeah, yeah, yeah. And have a family.
Have a
Have a family. I
a
want four
family.
kids.
4 kids.
4 kids, girl. I
Do
want
you have
four.
a name for every kid?
I have a name for a couple of the girls and one of the boys.
Oh wow. 4 kids is a lot. You're like definite 4 kids.
Four.
Oh no.
4. And then twins one are my family too, so.
No, if I can get a boy and a girl, I'm
Really?
done.
Girl, I want so many kids.
But if I get if we really just want to try for another one, then okay. But then I have to even it out, so I have to get the other
That's what
kind
I'm saying.
for it to be 4. But 4 is my max, not my beginning.
I can't see myself having more than 4, but if it happens, it just does.
And then you want to go be a kindergarten teacher? You want to go be around other people's kids?
Work at my kids' school too. Hell
Oh, wow.
yeah. No? What's weird about this?
It's not weird. I just have not. I don't see myself being a parent and a teacher too.
Really?
Not unless it's to
You
my
said
own kids.
at home. Kids at home, kids at work. Girl.
No, I need to have a breather, a break, a space in between to talk to adults. No. I mean, yeah, I feel like with the job I wanted to do, when I went to be a child psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's still different. I'm not seeing as many kids a day
As a
as a
teacher.
teacher and as consistently.
But the good thing is like it's the same kids every weekday. So it's like you get a chance to learn their personalities, develop relationships with each of them, and I bet it wouldn't even feel like work after a bit.
And you do that after every year though. You learn new kids and
Yeah.
oh Jesus.
And like you get to deal with other adults, like you deal with your coworkers, the other teachers, or and like for your kids, you can have like a mommy and me group or like play dates where
Oh.
you bond with other parents.
You giving the PTA good ideas already and you ain't even a part yet.
Girl.
But okay. So you said you like to watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
So what's a guilty pleasure TV show or movie you can't stop watching or that you just always watch like after work?
My comfort show, it's between Glee, which nobody probably even knows what that is.
I know what Glee is.
Yeah, you, but like people watching probably want to be like, the hell is a Glee? So Glee, and I also like The Simpsons. Those are like my two main comfort shows.
No movie.
I like The Time Traveler's Wife, which again nobody probably knows what the that is, and also Uptown Girl. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Mm-mm.
It's got what is it? Dakota, the blonde one. Dakota Fanning, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I don't know who you're talking about, but that's okay.
yeah, for sure.
So, but I guess I'll have to watch it.
You
Is it just
should.
like funny?
It is. It's just about like a little girl and her nanny, and then like there's a bunch of trauma. But I grew up watching it, so it's just
Okay.
a go-to.
Maybe I'll start watching that. What's it on Netflix?
I don't know what it's. I use the little bootleg apps,
Oh.
so.
Oh yeah, when you
Don't
go
arrest
when you
me.
go to the corporate world, you still can be on a budget.
Oh yeah, I make a lot of money, girl. I still be shopping at Ollie's. I thrift,
Ooh.
girl. That's how you stay having money. You live frugally. The only stuff that I really invested my money in is my furniture.
That's it.
A
But
whole
that's because this is nice though.
My furniture I spend a lot of money on. The rest I be getting from Facebook Marketplace.
But that's a good place.
I have a $200 trash can over there that I got for $40. Trash cans are expensive, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. You're in college, like when you buy like a real ass, grown up ass trash can, they be trying to get you to pay like 60, 50, 100, $200 for a trash can. It's crazy as hell.
Just for it to be tin or plastic like the other ones.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Okay. So you said you were from Little Rock?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know if you said it on here
Oh,
or if
probably
you
not.
just
Yeah, I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas.
So, do you prefer the big city or a quiet small town?
I prefer Houston, or a quiet, no, a big city. But like there are quiet parts in the big city though.
Why? They've been popping fireworks since the day before
But that's
New
because
Year's.
it's New Year's. Otherwise, it'd be pretty chill over here. I mean, there's the occasional noise, like you occasionally hear traffic.
Or the train.
Or the train. I grew up by a train though. So,
Me too.
Yeah, so that's like, but
That's white noise, right?
right, literally, like the train.
Number
doesn't
two, you
bother
can
me.
hear the train from anywhere in Palm Bluff. So if you went to Palm Bluff and you stayed there, yes,
You
you
heard
can
the
hear you
train.
heard the train
Yeah.
from wherever you were in Pine Bluff.
Yeah, so it's honestly like, but it's pretty quiet. But I prefer a larger city because there's actually things to do, like activities, places to eat, like.
Yeah, we went somewhere nice. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. They sell you food any time of the day down here.
Yeah, and it's like you decide you want Asian food, boom, you can find an Asian food place. You want Ethiopian, you can find an Ethiopian place. I had falafel for the first time here. I had shawarma.
What's that?
It's like it's beef, like really really well seasoned beef that they serve on this like, I don't even want to.
Stick?
No, it's like a metal. I want to call it a rotisserie, but it's not a rotisserie.
Oh, rack.
Not quite. Girl, we're not gonna figure this out right now. But
Okay.
it's
You like the big
delicious.
city for the food.
for
And
the
the
food, the
activities.
activities. Yes,
Okay.
and the housing is super affordable here, which is very important.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite snack to get you through a long work day?
Takis.
Ooh.
I Girl, it's really unhealthy as hell. Like I could go through like a whole
I don't
world.
like Takis though. I like hot fries.
Girl, I love Takis. Like
They're too hard.
they are, but it's like the crunch is satisfying. You know, you just gotta make sure you limit yourself on them because you look up and you be done went through a whole bag of Takis.
A little louder.
Uh-huh.
A little louder.
Oh, I said you be done looked up and went through a whole bag of Takis and not even realize that you gotta make sure you know, take out like 12
And then
and then
just
put the bag
bag
back.
back.
Because I done had times where I was really busy, like really focused on something, and I was like, oh,
Just eating.
just eating them. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll tear up some Takis.
Yeah, mine when I was in school was hot fries and any gummy candy. Like I just love
Yeah,
gummy candy.
for sure.
Okay. Now, I don't think I'm missing anything that I Is there anything else you would like to tell our viewers? Anything about yourself or advice that you would have for anybody that wants to be in your spot right now?
Stay in school, kids.
Oh,
Literally, stay in school, be focused, take your school seriously. If you're watching this and you're a freshman, keep your GPA at a 4 for as long as you can because as you get older or like farther along and you get into them harder classes, that 4.0 will be some great cushion. Graduated with honors, and it was because my GPA was a 4 until I started taking Dr. Colin's classes. So, yeah, that's about all I got.
okay. Well, guys, we're getting ready to go into our break, intermission, whatever everybody likes to call it. And we'll be back with our other two segments, and then we'll be done. So, bye. All right, welcome back, guys, to our last two segments for this episode. We're only doing on repeat and the Ask the Host segment because I wasn't prepared, so I didn't prepare her, and that's okay. You guys still get content today. So, I always let my guests go first for the on repeat segment.
Okay.
And basically, during that segment, we just talk about, songs that resonate with us and why we like them because music is all around us. And so we might as well figure out what we are listening to and where's our minds are at.
Yes.
So you can go first. What's your song of the week or whatever?
Song of the week would be. Oh, I just had it. It's by Mama Leo. I remember that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It is.
I'm looking at my song.
Oh, it's Eater.
Hey, y'all need to go listen to that song. She snaps on it though.
She does. That song is
The
so.
thing that
I
just
need to
gets eat her. Hey, she hit that, bro. She hit
did.
that.
That's the song of the week for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, what about
That's hilarious.
what about you?
Okay, so I'm gonna say my song of the week is Jumpin' by Destiny's Child
Oh yeah.
because this week has definitely been jumping. I've had a lot going on. I haven't been able, well, I've kept my head on. I don't know about straight, but I've kept my head on the whole weekend. And it's not even over yet. So it's definitely time to leave the men at home and go and have some fun.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's my song of the week. Okay, so what's your favorite song to listen to on the way to work?
Big Mama
Oh,
by Lato.
okay.
For obvious reasons.
Gives you that energy.
Hell yeah.
When I was working, it was classical music. It helped me calm down before I went.
Like for sure.
Yeah, so that way I could just, go in there and do my job and keep it pushing.
Yeah, girl, I'm an introvert, so I need the Big Mama. I need that in the morning.
Yeah, you need to make sure you pep yourself up.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I need to tone myself down. Okay, what's your favorite song to listen to on your way back from work, on your way home?
I don't know. Sometimes I be listening to gospel.
Okay.
I like the song Rain by Sunday Service Choir. Y'all should give it a listen. It's like it's Rain by SWV, but they changed the words so that
Hmm.
you're praising the Lord. It's rain down, Lord, please, not rain down on me. So, yes.
Hey, that's hilarious. The fact that they changed that.
They do, and I'm telling you, it sounds like it would be terrible, but it's amazing. I promise, it's amazing.
Okay, mine was
Mhm.
probably some Young Boy, Skilla Baby, or some Chris Brown. It just depends on how I'm feeling when I'm leaving there.
For sure. So we're
Uh,
heavy on the early 2000s R&B.
yes,
Feel
for
it,
me.
feel it, feel it.
Okay. What is your favorite song to get ready to? You know, since you're at AK, I know you have to get yourself ready.
Yes. My favorite song to get ready to is "From a Woman" by Mariah the Scientist.
Oh,
Hmm.
I like that one.
Yes, it's a
Okay,
great
that's
song.
on one of that's she's on my playlist of getting ready.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, what is yours?
Mm, one that never fails.
Hmm.
Mm, I gotta go to some Young Boy. Sorry.
Get it ready. You get ready to YN music, girl.
If we want to pick a girl song, then
No, no, no.
we can do "Bout Mine" from Mariah
Hell
Scientist.
yeah. But no, no. What's the Young Boy
Oh, I
song?
got some Glorilla in
No,
here.
what's the Young Boy song?
Since people want to judge me.
I'm not. I promise you. We listen and we don't judge. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead. What's the Young Boy
Okay,
song?
I like Tin Talk,
Hmm.
or I'm gonna say No Switch. What do No Switch?
I don't know either one of them songs. I'm gonna try to listen to them though. Since you naming them,
Yeah.
you
And
said
then
no
it just has to
switch.
be, oh, this is an honorable mention. I'm going to ask you the question after, but this is an honorable mention for my airplane ride that didn't have Wi Fi on it. And I paid for Wi Fi. So this was one of the 12 songs that I had downloaded that
Uh
I had
huh.
to keep listening
Uh
to
huh.
on the flight.
Uh huh.
So it's called Love Me Back
Uh huh.
by Trinidad Cardona.
Uh huh.
Yeah, listen to that one a lot.
Mhm.
But I would get ready to it. It's a nice song.
Okay.
So what would you listen to on the plane?
Oh, on a plane.
Well, top three artists. You don't have to give me specific songs.
Oh, okay. Top three artists:
Mm-hmm.
Miguel. I love me
Mm.
some. I love me some Miguel. Mariah the Scientist,
Okay.
and that Mexican OT for the little rap that I need.
You don't want Manila on there?
Manila.
Mana Leo. Sorry.
Manila.
Manila.
Manila. Okay. No, no. That Mexican OT, his music is just it does something.
It gives
It
you
does
that
something for me.
energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Heard that. All right, guys. That is the end of our on repeat segment. And now I'm going to face Layla and I'm going to put myself in the hot seat.
Okay.
And she's going to ask me, oh, don't scoot over too far because I don't want you to get out of frame.
Okay.
But this is now the Ask the Host
Okay. Mhm.
segment. I am now in the hot seat, the line of fire. As I tell everybody, my mom is watching, so please be
Keep it
nice.
okay.
I mean,
Keep it
but you,
PG-13. We'll keep it PG for you.
I mean, she's R. I mean, she's old enough, but I don't know.
Be respectful then. We'll be respectful.
If you want to, I've had some people not. And the video
Oh
did
hell.
great, so if you'd
We
like
don't
to,
we don't get down like that, Mama Casey. Yeah, mm-mm.
yeah. Okay, so whatever you'd like to ask.
Let's see. What is your earliest traumatic memory? Like funny, haha, not funny, weird.
You know what's crazy? Me and my sister say that all the time, and people do not know where that's from, and it's from the Backyardigans.
Yeah.
Funny.
Crazy.
Yes, but not funny. Haha. Funny weird.
So, I guess one that could seem funny, haha, now is when I was 4, there was a block party like going on or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody's dogs got let out, and so they chased people or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and like I was 4 years old, so I was running like to my house. The dog gets to my house and like gets to the porch, right? Right before I can get to the door. And so my sister comes out and she grabs me by the arm and like slips me into the door
Oh.
before the dog runs up and gets me. Like it was like probably like I was probably standing right here and that mirror was probably how far away the dog was.
Okay, so she saved your life.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, so that made me not like dogs for a very long time.
For sure. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
So yeah.
Valid. Okay, next question. This is really random, but like, how old were you when you learned how to ride a bike?
I was 9. I got one for my 8th birthday. I attempted to learn for 2 to 3 weeks. Then I quit for 6 months. And then my dad said before I could go like anywhere, I had to learn how to ride the bike. So I had to learn by my 9th birthday. So I was 9 when I learned.
Okay, awesome. I didn't learn how to ride a bike until I was in my teens, I think.
What?
Yeah, I was, yeah. I didn't get a bike. I learned how to ride a bike when somebody got me a bike.
Oh.
So,
No, I got one on my 8th birthday. And I purposely didn't learn how to ride. Because my dad, he was teaching me and like he would let me go or whatever. And so like once I realized that he let me go, like I would freak out. Yeah.
You start wobbling?
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
he, after like the 3rd week, he was like, you can do it. Just don't, like, just keep going. And I'm like, no, you're supposed to be here like to help me. You only
Right.
helped me for what, 2 weeks? Like,
Right.
how am I supposed to just know how to ride? And so he was like, well, if I'm not going to be out here. And I said, well, then I quit. And so, yeah, that was it.
Crazy. Okay, how many questions do I get?
As many as you like.
Okay, let's see. Sorry for this, Mama Casey. It's not inappropriate, but I just want to know if you had to pick one of your parents to put in a home, which one would you pick to put in a home? Let's see. Then, like, we need the reason.
I can't really make that choice only because if they were both alive, they would make the choice.
They would?
They wouldn't, like, they would stay at the house.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But, like, what if they
if
died?
either one of them, it would be whoever died last.
No, like, because what if, like, they get really old and they're just, like, unable to take care of themselves, like,
I mean,
at all? Because that happens. Like, you can't, like, wipe your own booty.
yeah, but like even when that happened with my granddad, he still stayed there up until probably like maybe a year or two.
So you would take care of both of them? Without, like, an aide or a CNA?
I mean, maybe that, but I have him come out to the house. I wouldn't send him to.
Hell yeah! Me too. Honestly, but I really only have to worry about my
But
own.
like, so you're saying like if they were both sick?
Like, if they're both sickly.
Well,
and
if
it's,
they
like,
were
two-
both sick, why would I send them to a nursing home? They could just be sick in their house together.
Because some people do that.
No,
like
I would
aunt,
just have them come out to the crib and help them. That would make sense to put them in a nursing home.
I
They got a
agree.
house.
I agree, but some people would do that. Like, my aunt was like, she wants to send my grandparents to a home if they get sick. But my grandma, she took care of her dad and her mom until they both. But like, we had an aide come.
Plus, I find it highly unlikely because I haven't ever seen it for both of my parents or my grandparents to get sick at the same time.
Yeah.
It was either one or the other. So I don't like if they were both here. I could not make that decision. If they were sick and she was like, "No, you." I don't want them to go to the like. What am I supposed to do? Make her like?
I mean, technically, you probably could.
No,
if she
we
was
would
there.
get an aid first,
For sure,
and
sure.
then if it just couldn't,
You couldn't
yeah, we
handle
just literally couldn't handle it. We
Then
didn't
a
have
home.
enough room. Then yeah, but that's probably that'd just be cheaper than keeping them in a hospital
Valid.
24 hours.
No, literally. But hold on, because then, like, if it did get to the point where you had to put one of them in a home, like, how would you go about like picking a? Because elder abuse is like a real thing.
I would pick one that's closest to me, so that way I can just frequent. or
just
my
pop up.
mom or my other parent could frequent
Mhm.
every day, if not every day, then every other day,
Mhm.
and then we just
Make sure you keep
yeah,
a good eye on it.
yeah, that's
For
it.
sure. It's like when me and my mom joke about it, she's like, just give me a house in your backyard. Like she.
And how in the world am I going to continue to check on you even if you are in my backyard? Like
Girl.
that wouldn't even make sense. I would
Yeah.
still I have to go to work. What
Like
who
it's like an aid.
I know, but I'm
Oh.
saying like in your backyard though,
Yeah.
still, how would I be able to make sure everything is going right in my
Popping
backyard?
in.
The same thing you could do at a home.
Facts. 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 Facts.
Like that don't make any sense.
For sure.
I would give my parents a room, but not their own house. Like
Really?
especially if they sick, what the hell would you need your own house for?
Girl, I'm just telling you what my mama said. You really eating me up. I'm like,
I'm not.
it's not even my
I'm
word.
not, I'm not trying to eat you up.
You
I'm just
good.
saying, like, it just wouldn't make sense.
You right, it don't. Like,
You can't even get up and cook for yourself. Why would we have
but
two kitchens?
the A to cook for them though. But you're right. The two kitchens, it doesn't make like the
Even
two
if I had
houses,
two kitchens in my house,
The-
that wouldn't make sense for another house.
the two houses don't make sense. But I'm just saying, like the A would cook for them,
That's true.
cause they cook, they clean, they give them a bath and everything.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, so any more questions for me?
I think that's about all I got.
All right, guys. I don't know. That might have been the most, um, I don't want to say pleasant, but like unusual but nice questions that I've ever been asked. Like I've never had them just be all over the place like that. Like nobody's asked me if I'd ever put my parents in a home.
I'm very all over the place, so that tracks.
So guys, we have other things to do, so we're gonna, rush you on out of here.
Mhm.
And I want to thank my guests so much for having me actually in your home. Thank you for being on my camera,
Of course.
for gracing their screens. You were a very great joy to have.
Thank you. That's amazing to hear. It's a pleasure to be on your podcast, girl. Thank you for thinking I'm interesting enough to be on it.
Oh, you're very interesting.
Crazy. I hope
So-
in a good way.
That's not what I mean. I mean, you're interesting enough. She's interesting enough. Okay, so as I always say, guys, I want you to remember to like, share, and subscribe. I have not been saying that the whole time I've been recording, and I need to say that now. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, comment questions you want to ask the host, comment anything positive, nice. We have a respectful community around here. Um,
And you probably will get blocked. No?
you yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You will get blocked.
you will get blocked. So just don't be negative.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can say something negative, just don't make it, rude. So
How can something be?
you can have constructive criticism. I didn't like this or I didn't like that. Technically, that's not positive.
Yeah. That could be a DM, though.
You right.
That could be a DM.
You could.
Not in the comments.
You don't have to, bust me out. That's not nice.
We're-
Okay, guys, let me sign out. So, I want you guys to always remember the way that you're thinking of yourselves and the way that you're treating others. And don't forget to love more, be more, and add more positivity to the world. We're out.
That's so nice.